Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Doing some off-stream grinding here. A little bit this morning, and I thought I'd just continue while everything's getting situated. And I realized I could play this game with my foot. So if I ever am paralyzed from the wrist down, just the arms, or if I mangle my hands in a horrible blender accident, I can still play Secret of the Stars with my foot. I would count that as a life achievement. I would. I was doing better before those kissy sounds. Oh, now you're traumatized. Oh, now you're traumatized. After how many months has it been? After so long of enduring the Well-Read Mage streams, only now we've reached peak trauma. I need to work harder. That's what that means. Cinco Play, how are ya? There's a joke in there about PG-13. Thank you. Thank you for keeping it PG-13. I appreciate that. Mr. Temper, congrats on a arithmetician. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're doing well today as well, Cinco Play, trauma aside. We are going to do a little bit more of all this here. Maybe, well, I was going to say till the next level up, but we're going to do one more level. The Martian got 2. See, but they cheat, though. I mean, PG-13 is really like a suggestion. Like, the Titanic, come on. Plus, if we're talking, like, if you go back far enough, Clash of the Titans. I remember watching Clash of the Titans with my kid brother, and he really was a kid at the time. I had to jump up and cover the screen at one point. I totally forgot there's a sequence. There's a bathing sequence. Shocked in the theater. Oh, and an animated Transformers movie. That is pretty surprising. I mean, really, this chat ought to be PG. PG-13, you can get away with a lot. You can get away with pretty much everything in R if you only do it once. Or you're James Cameron. So it's not that stringent, actually. Let me thank a few people who followed while I was off stream. Wild Stallions, maybe. Thanks for the follow. And Lord Magus. There's somebody cut from the same cloth. Lord Magus. The Magus is an underrated Final Fantasy job class that kind of went away. I don't think we see that one too often anymore. It was the pants. It was the vertical striped parachute pants. That's what did it, really. So this has an auto battle, as you can see. It's real fast. So I like that. That's one thing that I like about Secret of the Stars. I think after 2 full streams, I'm at a place now where I can comfortably talk from a little bit of experience about what I like or dislike about Secret of the Stars. I dislike that the dungeons are pretty boring. It's kind of a drab game to look at. But I do like the speed of combat. I think that is really cool. I do like the party swapping feature. I haven't really had any good use out of it so far, I guess. But it is there. I assume that eventually they'll have a decent use for it. Okay, I'm going to purchase some items, and then we're gonna waltz on over to where the Bingo Brothers is. Strago. See, if Strago had the pants, then we all want to know. I am too. I am too. That makes it sound as if it's going to eventually be quite frustrating. So far, I feel like they haven't really done much with it. It's just like, hey, you get a couple extra treasures if you swap parties around, but nothing really major. So let me get rid of some of this stuff. Make room for the bread. We need a lot of bread in our lives. And antidotes. I guess I should pack some aspirin.
And I packed your angry eyes, just in case.
Okay, that's a lot of bread. Let's buy some antidotes. Town is called Beegees. Oh, you don't know a Beegees song? Oh, my friend James. Hey, after this you should... Oh, we're full. Okay, that's all the items we can carry. After this, you should go listen to some Beegees. Good stuff. Something about it that you find off. Well, that's interesting. So I wonder if you and I... Because you and I, we do this dance, right? I wonder if I would find it off in the same way that you would find it off. You know? So that'll be exciting to find out eventually. Beegees are your mom's favorite band? It's Beegees with a space like that? Because the town is Beegees. And I assume they didn't name the town after the Beegees. But the town has no space. Oh, and now I'm curious too. So thanks for making me curious. You know what? 3rd consecutive stream in which I was excited to play this game. Well, excited to stream this game. As again, like I mentioned yesterday, I doubt that I would have the same zest for Secret of the Stars were I just playing this on my own-some. I think I would find this really boring. But it's funner with chat. It's more small friendly with 2. It's good. It's good with that. We're gonna take down the spider because spiders are awful. There we go. And then you can just honor these punks. Yeah, there it is. That's absolutely right. It's like what I was trying to get at yesterday. Probably with some degree of lack of success. That like a game can be interesting, but interesting, creative, or have unique ideas, be innovative, unique, whatever. But if it's not fun to play, if it's still boring, then that's not very cool. Streaming games can make them more fun, for sure. I think there are some games in which streaming made them more frustrating. I had to stop playing Uncharted Waters because it was frustrating to stream. But I actually did enjoy continuing to play that on my own. It was very zen experience. But yeah, this game, you know, fun ideas, unique ideas, but pretty drab game. It's there's not a lot going on here. Not a lot between the years going on here. Antidote. There we go. And this, I believe, is for the other folks. So let's swap them. Oh, let's pick on Koi. Yeah, let's lie so we don't offend Mr. Temper. I think that's what you're trying to tell me. You will only ever get honest critique with integrity on this stream. You will only ever get that. I will not lie to you about a game to make you feel better. My attitudes towards a game may change over time because that's the nature of the immediacy of entertainment. But you'll be fine. You're a big boy. I think you can put on your big boy pants and deal with the fact that some people don't like the same game. It's all right. We'll be here for you. Let's see. So I was thinking the last stream when people called this game very mid or whatever. I guess my question is, how far into the SNES life did this come out? So North American Super Nintendo, I believe this was 1995. Cinco Play has got the Famicom, the Super Famicom date memorized, or he did, and I fact checked him once and he was wrong. So let me look it up. That's okay. Everybody's entitled to be wrong once per stream. Just kidding. What am I telling you? Oh yeah, Secret of the Stars. I just watched a roast, so I'm sorry. Oh, 1993 in Japan, which I think is still pretty unforgivable because this looks like a 1991 game. Like this looks a lot more like Final Fantasy IV than it does. Let's look at 1993 SNES games. Aw, man, you had Zombies. Man. Secret of Mana came out the same year as this. Like, that's pretty weird. Can you help me put them on? Your big boy pants? It does. It totally feels like... Oh, you actually remembered what you said. I didn't remember what you said. I just had this, like, inkling feeling in the back of my head. It does look like a 1991 game. So even with, and you and I saw eye to eye on this yesterday, even with, you know, the 2-year gap from when it came out in Japan to when it came out in North America, even with that, it is a pretty dated game, even by the time it came out. It already looked like it was 2 years out of date. And then by the time it comes out in North America, it looks like 4 or 5 years out of date. You know, the static enemies and very limited animations. Final Fantasy had static enemies, but so that's not too big a deal. Visually, there's not a whole lot that's impressive in this. Visually and orally, there's some soundtracks are pretty good on this. Others a little less so, let's say. Now, what do we have for stuff here? We've got antidotes and bread. Got lots of bread, so we'll eat the bread. And then I think I will continue to use Cure A so we can hang on to those antidotes just in case. I don't like a dungeon where like every single enemy will poison you every single round of combat. It's a little tiresome after a while, but yeah. Another funny one, like, as Ruin Arm, feels like decent, not great action RPG from 91, but it came out in 95. Yeah. So how long was this game in development for? I think that would be really interesting to know. Because maybe it was like they started it in like 1990, and then due to unforeseen circumstances, it just... Oh, that is kind of hard to look at right there. Maybe it just took a while to make, or maybe they made it in like a week. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows anything about that? We're going pretty far. And then I don't think there's any enemies up here. Not getting into any battles. And two, bear in mind, I mean, like 2 years. Here's another. Let's add another layer of perspective to the beautiful onion that is Secret of the Stars. the other layer is that 2 years back then is a heck of a long time. Like, they developed Final Fantasy VI in a year. Like, 2 years is a long, long time back then. Today, yeah, you'd have a game in development for like 6 or 8 years, whatever, ain't no thing. They just keep pumping money into that thing. But back then, 2 years is a while. So 4 years, you know, is really what it looks like. You know, comparing a 1995 SNES RPG to a 1991 title. I'm not going backwards, am I? I don't think I am. Leaps and bounds, for sure. I mean, just in the 10 years, you know, you saw the tail end of the NES to the launch of the PS2. Like, that's insane to me. The amount of leaps there. The number of leaps. Oh, Beegees! Who are you, strangers? Knowing this was our hideout, you came to help the kids, right? Hey, brother. Hey, brother. And then she walked away. You aged massively with that statement? You know what was the one that got me? Somebody had posted that Dragon Quest... I think it was Dragon Quest. Maybe it was Metroid. That Dragon Quest is closer to World War II than it is to today. And I was like, what? Yikes. I do kind of like the different level visuals. Phantasy Star was good for that too. Oh, for sure. That's duly impressive, actually. To have a spot where you can walk along the ceiling. Big Joe, what do you know? How are you? Anticipated of kickstarting a game in early 2017. It's still not out yet. Ooh. You funded a Kickstarter or you opened a Kickstarter? I'm really, yeah. There's a lot that I'm skeptical about with games on Kickstarter. I've seen some where they, well, Mighty Number 9, you know. Closer to 2025 or 2050 than the release of the original Xbox. Wow. Who dis? Okay, let's oh, I think we're fine. Leech. Oh, that's a weird name. Only you arrive here. No one can help you. Meet your maker kids. Meet your maker kids. Bingo. Are you the ones who came to help the kids? I'm Bingo, one of the Harmon Cruth family. Meet your Doom kid. I thought we were meeting maker kids. Now we're meeting Doom kids. Oh, look at this guy. So enemies on here I'm a little confused at because we've had like 1920s gangsters with swords. Now we have a football player with a Viking helmet and diving goggles with a lightsaber. Whew. It was even late 1993. Oh, for sure. I was been under the impression that it was early Super Famicom. I was like mid-lifer. It is a mid-lifer. Swore everyone by funding it. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. I've never supported a Kickstarter. I'm a little sketchy about that, but I don't know. There are some that deliver really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Like, wasn't Silksong a Kickstarter? There are some amazing games that came out of Kickstarter. It's an American football player. Oh, that's right. Remind us that this is an American football thing. That is accurate. Okay, I think we're going to take out I'm going to take out the little underling here first. We'll say, well, what is fast? Well, let's use fast. So she can only use it on herself or what? There we go, fast. Okay, looks like the kid is the mage here. We gotta watch out for that. Still my favorite thing. It's completely nonsensical design, yeah. I don't know what they were thinking here. Like, I want to see what concept art for this game looked like. Because it really seems like it's all over the place. Too many failures? I hear that, yeah. I mean, again, I've seen some really, really cool stuff come out of Kickstarter. But I know a lot of people who have, done a little bit of funding on like dozens of projects. And yeah, that's cool. That's helpful, but it's scary when it never comes out, And that's what you're here for, is to remind us about the differences. So next time I use a measurement, make sure that you call me on not using the metric system. Oh, that's a little scary. Tina, you better heal that. I did cast fast on you. No, he's dead. Okay, so I do have a restore, as I recall. There it is. We'll just go ahead and use that. Don't kill him again. Okay, and then I'm not going to play around here. We are going to have a plum, and then we'll have a heal. Just whoever gets a turn off first. There we go. There we go. Okay, A-okay. That's all right. This is definitely a little harder of a battle than Bad Bad, I think, because you're fighting two enemies here. There we go. Speaking of, now we can go ahead and just hammer time. Let's see. And I'm sure there are Americans, James, like I'm sure there are some Yanks out here who do know the metric system. But just in general, like most Americans just don't care. They just don't want to learn it. And then they go on like a vacation in Europe and they can't understand anything. It's just over there some kilometers, and they're like, what? What? Ooh. That's all right. When I was in England, I didn't understand anything in the metric system.
They're like, you'll travel down the street 120 centimeters and you'll arrive at the chocolaterie.
And I was like, I don't know what you were trying to tell me. No idea. I did have this experience when I was in England. I had told classmates that I took French in high school. So they were talking to a guy from France who was on vacation in England who only spoke French, that I spoke French. So he came up to me and he was like, je m'appelle. And I was like, oh, I took one French class in high school. Can't do it. Who else remembers the MC Hammer cartoon? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, I forgot you're from Canada. I always forget you're from Canada. That explains the politeness. Yes! We got heal level 2 and freeze level 2. Sweet. Baby! Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Commas save lives. Thank you, Ray. There are 3 more Alcatalians. Let's find everyone and be happy only when we destroy Hammond Cruz. I think that's a good plan. People will reach out for measurements for my stands and logos. I give them a centimeter. Every once in a while I get a request. Is that in inches? Obnoxiously respond with as many decimal places as possible in the conversion. Alright. And they're probably like, well, I'm not buying anything from you now. What? You said Alcatalian has reborn? There are children born of Alcatalian blood.
Ha! They are just kids. I'll crush them easily.
Be careful. Let Gyarados take care of them. We have to eliminate them now. You can always tell it's a bad guy, because only bad guys or Santa Claus laugh like that. Alright, here's our town, evidently full of children. What a big field. I am so happy. Living here requires farmers and people to build houses. Will you bring some here? Yes. I mentioned this, I think, the first stream, that any RPG that has remotely got a city building minigame, side quest, that sort of thing, I love that. We decided to live here until we grow up to be strong enough to fight. We've made this place our hideout. Will you live here? Will you live with us? Yes. That is what I want. Anyway, let's make a town here. Okie dokie. Anybody else? And we got a few stragglers down here.
Let's plow a farm. Let's build a house. Hey, let's make a town just for us. We could make it in this field, okay?
Yeah, sure. Where are we going to live now that Mom and Dad are gone?
Say, let's live here.
I'm lost again. Where did these kids come from? Whose kids are these? Oh, you guys, welcome back home. All those kids lost their parents and now live alone. Like Bosun said, we're going to build a town here. First of all, we need architects to build and farmers to grow crops. You better gain strength before battle. Now is the time to prepare. Alright, so I do know where there is a, an architect. Oh, Octopath Zero has a city building side quest. That's the whole stank of Soul Blazy too. That's a good game. How's it going, Aegis? Watching from the Amtrak, taking into my home state. Oh, cool. Hey, thanks for watching. Safe travels. Gyarados. Oh. Yes, this is Pokemon. Oh, you didn't know Secret of the Stars? It's actually the first Pokemon game. Octopath Zero, I need to play the Octopath games. Oh, train rides are cool. Train rides are great. I like trains. They're comfy and easy to wear. My boss is edgy as always. What, you say you're looking for a builder? Okay, I'll do it. I just want to try my skills. I'm afraid the boss will not let me build a house alone. All that is left to do is to find farmers. Is there an expert farmer in Giant? There is an expert farmer in Giant named Baz. In Giant. Giant must be a town, I guess. What? Aren't you a stranger here? Go west to find the town of Decatas. Be careful, strangers are unwelcome there. Giant is a small town south of Decatas. It's a cheerful town with nice people. Okay. What does this guy say? Oh, I've been waiting for you guys. By the way, I know that you're planning to build a town. I've been thinking. If it's fine with you, I would like my student to work for you. Although he needs to be trained, he will serve you well. What do you think? Sure. Oh, really? You'll hire him. Hey, Bun. His name is Bun. He's full of chashu. These men employ you. Work hard. My name is Bun. I'm still a student, so take it easy on me. Builder Bun joined you. Ah, Builder Bun. Major Rage TB, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Let me see, what did I miss? Need my measurements in Costco hot dogs. Generally very nice to my customers. People who are violently American annoy me. I think people who are violently American annoy everybody. That's like that's the Deadpool of ethnicities right there. Commodore 64 logo is, ooh, bulk beef weenies. That's good stuff. We did not find the chain female armor yet. Sarge Smash, we did not. I don't know. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2 has better grammar. It does. It might spam the ellipses a little bit more, but there is some jargon on this. See, I thought that they did live inside a giant, but I guess there's a giant town. So, yeah, we're all doing great today, Major Rage. It's a good day. Actually, it's a good day in my home. Feeling positive today. Feeling glad today. Happy to be alive. All that stuff. It's a good day, in short. Okay, here we go. Oh, Bun, before you leave, clean up those barrels outside. And that's how you get through to the other areas. Found barrels? Got barrels! Yes. Glad to hear. Oh, yeah, I'm glad to hear it, too. You know what? Life is a roller coaster. But you just gotta get on, throw your hands in the air, and ride it. That's all. But you know what, though? Life is a highway. That's the real truth of it. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Those are pretty impressive ice bear, beg your pardon, sprites. Not seeing anything yet that's like, wow, but there's a lot of space. The sprites aren't terrible on this. They're definitely worse. Definitely worse here. Do a barrel roll. A weird quirk of the Atelier series. I've never actually played. Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention. Well, we just got wiped by some bars. We do have a second party member, and we've got a second party with its own second party member. So we've got a lot of that. A lot of those. The good news is when you wipe here, when your party dies on this game, phrasing, you just start back from the town that you saved at. So you don't actually reset the save or anything like that, which is nice. I think that's pretty cool. Say it again? No way. I don't think I will. I'm good. I'm good to go play. So Unbearable. Well done. Does it lose money like Dragon Quest? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know where it shows your money. There you go. 1237. So we could test that. Let me go save, because I don't want that money cut in half or anything.
Uncle Save. Uncle Save! Let me tell you about the time that I went with Uncle Scrooge and Huey and Dewey to go catch the Incan gold. It was great.
That's how you get a stroke, is doing that voice. I can feel it coming. No! No, no, no! See, because whenever I'm saving, I don't want to save twice, so I mash the cancel button. And any game that is like, oh, you want to quit now? Then I accidentally hit quit now. Darn it. Now, seeing AC/DC in the duck voice, I'm struggling on a song. I don't know. I'm blanking. When Web wipes, that's hard to say. When Red wipes, he wipes his party with Charmin. It's true. Lost internet in the tunnel? Oh, you gotta hold your breath through tunnels. Derek Wright, thanks for being here today. RPG and karaoke. That's the way that we do it. That's the way we do. But did you just save over the save we wanted to check? Sure. I'm gonna go check now. So we're gonna. Do you want him to lose his voice forever? And I do regularly lose my. Oh, Back in Black.
Back in Black.
Dun, 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 dun. I actually don't know what the lyrics are because that voice is ridiculous. It is. Every time an AC/DC song comes on, and I hear that, I'm like, you sound like Huey, Dewey, and Louie a little bit.
Back in Black. I'ma say, you gotta cut loose from the news, Uncle Scrooge.
That's what it sounds like to me every time it comes on the radio. Whew. I felt all the blood rushing to my face. Breathe. Oh, let's try fire. I don't know that these don't look like... Oh, there we go. So that's cool. You get like different power levels for each spell. Freeze. This is freeze 2. Oh, yeah. Grizzly. Okay, so we take some damage here. That's the thing to watch out for. Or are we testing if we get wiped? I think that's what we were testing. So let's see. Grizzly! I see, I already forgot that we were testing money. We're gonna test them and I'm gonna get wiped again. That's what's gonna happen. So I have 1347. AC/DC singer does sound like a duck. It just occurred to me too. I was like seeing it, I was like, oh, this is the same voice. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm doing a character doing an impression. It just sounds like that's what the voice sounds like, you know? Alright, auto this. Oh, no, it heals. Ah, phooey. Well. Passing through a dead zone. Highway to the dead zone. Highway to the dead zone. Man trap. Back in quack. Instead of Agamemnon. Oh no, what did you do? Red sings AC. Oh, you clipped it, huh? Okay, well, thanks for clipping that. I'll have to check that out later. Appreciate it. I'll be here all night. That's always hilarious too when well, it's usually embarrassing actually. When I'll raid into somebody's channel where they play like a clip from your show. And it's always like a clip where I'm like, how we clip that? Or like, why is this a clip? It's just me doing something stupid, like getting a game over. Like, hey, come watch this guy. I think. Okay. But if you vanish, we'll know. We'll know you hit it down. 1540. Oh, you lose half gold? Maybe I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna lose half gold there. So we're going to avoid losing then. Because losing would be terrible. There we go. Bears and ice bears. You gotta watch out for both kinds of bears. Are we talking about the same sorts of bears? Let's keep going. So maybe we can reach the place. Optimus would say you get to keep half your gold. That's true. That's true. Good thing the precedent in like classic RPGs is not all your gold dropping. That would be very roguelite-ish, Dark Souls-ish. A very hairy situation? It's true. So David, we just left him somewhere. Keeping progress and experience is pretty good. I agree. I like that. I think that's pretty snazzy. Well, I should buy another restore because we did use it up. So next town, I'm gonna stockpile some items. Yeah, you can actually swap right back to the dude at any time, just like that. See, so here he is at Ringo House, just kind of hanging out. Not much for him to do here. Yeah, lots of RPGs would just, dump you back at the save point. Many of the DQ clones. I miss when games were more punishing. You could just play punishing games. I think there's a fine line. I think that losing, a couple hours worth of progress doesn't feel great at all. But I like that you could get some difficult games now and then. I appreciate that. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of in the middle on that. Like I could go for a punishing game now and then. I could go for a not punishing one. Sometimes people will think a game is punishing, but it's like if you're barely losing any progress, you don't lose any currency or anything like that, and get infinite tries. That's not punishing at all. That's just you just keep hitting it with a hammer. Okay, we'll do flyby. Never mind, I'm out of stuff. We're gonna get them back to town, I'm gonna say. Yeah, things that are cheap doesn't feel good. So like fairness in difficulty. So let me give you an analogy on that. Well, an example, I guess, on that. So back when I was writing video game reviews, we would do deconstructive video game reviews. So we would break a game down into individual parts and then kind of stitch it back together for a final aggregated score. It kind of forced people to not over-rely on putting, say, story or visuals over other parts of a game. But one of the elements of a game that we would critique was a game's difficulty. Now, when you ascribe a 10-point score to a difficulty metric, what does 1 difficulty mean versus 10 difficulty? A lot of people would interpret that as 1 being easy and then 10 being hard. The problem with that, obviously, is that that would skew a higher score for more difficult games, which was not at all the intention. What was the intention, though, is that well-designed or fair difficulty gets a higher score than unfair or cheap difficulty. So, for example, things that are like blind jumps in older games. Say you lose like an hour of progress for a jump where you couldn't even see what you were jumping towards. I would consider that pretty unfair. Whereas something like this, you only lose half the gold. That's pretty gentle, honestly. That is pretty darn gentle. Okay, let me scroll up here. Probably one of the mistakes of this game. Oh, so I did do some grinding previous this morning and yesterday's stream on the David party. So they have got some level ups just in case. But so far, I haven't really had a huge use for them. They've gotten some treasures that I couldn't reach with the main party. So I've leveled them a little bit, but that's about it. Oh, surprise attack by dragons. Which those clearly are. Absolutely dragons. Bram. Probably one of the mistakes of this game. I've not gone far enough to know how annoying it is, but the dual party system isn't used enough. Yeah, it's a cool idea, but cool ideas don't really get you anywhere unless you implement them. Unless you execute the cool idea. Yeah, punishing can be good. Punishing can be good if it's done well. Punishing done poorly is pretty not great. Secret of the Stars feels like what you'd get if you'd asked ChatGPT 5 even to create an 8-bit RPG. Yeah, it does feel very much like they just threw everything into... Oh, shoot. They just threw everything into a pot and were like, wham, it's done. Oh, yeah, and that's super generous, too, right there. They revive your character back to 1 health after the battle. And that's a huge help right there. You don't have to waste an item or a spell or anything and bring it back to life. Remember losing 100k souls in Dark Souls. That's risk versus reward of returning to the bonfire, continuing to explore. Yeah, and that's fairness, too. I would count that as fair in Dark Souls, or Demon Souls is what I'd played. Elden Ring, Bloodborne, that sort of thing. It's like, if you're going to stockpile those things knowing that you could drop them, then that's fair, because you already know, the cost, right? Ninja Gaiden, punishing gameplay-wise, lenient. Otherwise, give me unlimited continues. Would you also give a low score for games that you feel are too easy? No, I would not. Going back to the talk about scores and stuff like that, I would not give a game a bad difficulty score if it was too easy. If it was intended to be hard, or if it was designed to be hard but it was too easy, I would. But how is that easiness executed? Is it too easy because it's poorly executed, or it's too easy because it was designed that way? I think those are important questions to ask when approaching a score like that. So let me think of like a Mystic Quest. Let's bring up Mystic Quest. That's always fun to talk about. Mystic Quest is designed to be easy. It's designed for beginners, right? So it has things in it that definitely make it easier to play, right? Like if you lose in combat, it just restarts that round of combat right away. You can get infinite items easily, that sort of thing. Now, I wouldn't say that that's bad because that was their literal intent, was designing it that way, right? So I would not give that a bad score. I wouldn't. Because I'm not trying to say that, oh, Mystic Quest would be better, you know, if it was much harder, because it wasn't designed to be harder. It was designed to be approachable and accessible and all those things. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let me catch up here with chat. Easy game that is limited continues, otherwise fairly easy is punitive in a way. Roboco Wars. I've not played that one. Punish you for dying by... Yeah, lowering maximum HP. I actually do like that approach. I think I like that better than this, because it revives you to 1 HP here after combat. But, you know, you've got a ton of warping skills and stuff like that. It's not super punishing at all. That could be an interesting thing in this game if they had added that. It's more amazing that or more important that a game feels amazing to play. Yeah. Are you having fun? Is it an enjoyable experience? That can go either way. I've had that playing easy Kirby games. I've had that playing Zelda 2. Today is the anniversary of Zelda 2's release on the Famicom Disk System. So happy birthday, Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is awesome. Y'all should play Zelda 2. If you don't like Zelda 2, or you find Zelda 2 too hard, treat it like an RPG. Do some grinding for an hour right at the start of the game. Totally what you should do. Oh, shoot. Okay. Cancel the auto battle. Come on now. Well, maybe he could actually still keep going. He might be able to just take these guys himself. Get that level 2 heal. Do not like Mystic Quest is not for me at all. I mean, there is no better statement, right? Like, here is an RPG literally specifically made for beginners, which you are not. So, by definition, by authorial intent, it is actually not for you. Not on like a preferential basis, but it is literally not for you at all. It is not for veterans of RPGs. That doesn't mean that a veteran can't enjoy it. It just means it's not the group that it was designed for, demographic, if you will. Oh, Automod? We can allow that one. Automod being a bit too zealous. Let's see. Are we talking about Zelda 2? Yes, it is an action RPG. There's a guy I ran into, God bless him. He, I called Zelda 2 an RPG. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, because it is. It's got, you know, XYZ. And he was like, it's not an RPG. It's an action RPG. And I was like, yeah, action RPGs are RPGs. They're a subgenre of RPG. All right. I think a game can be too easy, in particular if a game has a bunch of functionality and or abilities that are irrelevant because you don't actually need them, because you can beat the whole game with your basic moves, then it's too easy. I would say that's absolutely true. That, to me, that sounds like Live Life, right? Now let me counter that by introducing something like there's this very small game that I had for Switch 1 that I downloaded when my kids were really young, called It's Spring Again. It's a touchscreen game where you kind of navigate through the seasons, and it's designed to teach very young kids the order of the seasons. Is the game far too easy? Absolutely. Even my 2-year-old and 3-year-old beat that game. Really, really easy. For me, that would be dramatically too easy. But I'm not going to penalize that game for being too easy when that's kind of the point. All it's doing is teaching you the order of seasons, right? The game that you're describing being too easy having a bunch of functionality or abilities that are irrelevant because you don't actually need them, that does seem like that would be something that I would give a negative score to in terms of difficulty, because it has things that were designed in it, but they're irrelevant because the game is too easy. Does that all make sense? Because that's sort of that same line of thinking. It's exactly the same line of thinking. It's not even sort of. It's darn it, Tina. Ugh. Feel bad for hardcore RPG kids that got Mystic Quest for a birthday or Christmas. Oh, don't feel too bad for them. I mean, you're still getting a video game for Christmas. And if they're not snobs and they can enjoy a game, even one that may be a little too easy for them, then more power to them. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because I played Mystic Quest as a full-grown adult. I was way too easy, but you can still find things to enjoy about it. Exactly. All comes down to artistic and demographic intent. Now, what you're describing, Syncoplay, kind of reminds me of something like Live Live, where there's a lot that's built into it, like the tactics stuff that is kind of irrelevant. You can kind of just spam things to get by. That would be something that I would ding in on. Decatus! Beyond here lies the town of Decatus. It is the biggest city in the world. Strangers are not allowed here, though. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Well, we could sneak in here. I would give... You know, I hope by now you've read my chapter on Anindo. I know your brother said that I was surprisingly fair with Anindo. And that's because I am surprisingly fair in general. But I do think that one can be fair towards reviewing something if they want to be. Complexity without depth is inelegant. That's a nice line there. Third Strongest Mole, welcome to the stream. Have to take the audience into account for sure, and your own biases, which is I think what you're getting at there with the reference to Uncharted Waters and Madden. Vel here again. Hey, thanks for coming back. You know, sometimes somebody will come in and they'll be here for one day and then they never come back, and I'm like, ah, crap, I must have said something. But you came back the next day. I appreciate that. How you doing, Vel? The OST of Mystic Quest is banging. It's gritty. It's ready. Oh, you're not ready to talk about it yet? You haven't read it. That's why. I called you out on it. You need to read the Anindo chapter. I think I was pretty fair to it, to what most people would call one of the worst RPGs on the Super Nintendo. Let's see. Symphony of the Night special items are more cool secrets than irrelevant features. Would be a stronger game if they were more intrinsically useful. Oh, the use of the word intrinsically. Oh, yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah. You're welcome for coming back. No, just kidding. Glad you're here. And yeah, we're all doing okay. Today we're talking about reviewing difficulty, grading difficulty. What would you call good or bad or well executed or poorly executed difficulty, that sort of thing. Now let's see. Mag Branch, I think, is the one that warps you back. I think we'll still be okay, actually. Like, I could walk to the next town from here, and still be fine. But I'm not exactly sure where it is. They said go south from Decatas. So there's a little funnel there. Let's see. Oh, there's a town. Looks nice and friendly. So you can play a good vocab is like it. The one way to fix that is reading. Lots and lots of reading. But yeah, Cinco's got a good vocab on him. He sure does. He must work out. Baz, the best farmer in the village, was captured. Baz is being forced to work on Golan's farm. Yo, how did that turn blue? What the... Alright. We're just gonna leave it like that, I guess. Something happened. Well, my light turned blue. Okay, Baz is being forced to work on Golan's farm. Please let Golan Okay, hang on. Please let Golan to be defeated. Slows down the things. All words are made up. How long have you been here, Mr. Temper? I feel like I've said that once a week. To you, not even to anybody else. This guy.
What? I was sleeping. By the way, will you tell me about your adventure?
Oh, it's Uncle Save. Oh, Bubby? We'll save there, sure.
Would you like to continue your adventure?
Well, good luck. He just goes back to sleep in somebody else's bed. I've said this to you before. When it comes to RPGs, a lot of people call difficulty grindy. See, and I think of something I was trying to say, I think in the book, is that the ability to grind in an RPG is your difficulty slider. If you're having too much difficulty playing an RPG, then grind for some experience. Stack the stats in your favor. And it's the same approach to Tetramaster. In fact, you stack the stats in your favor. You get better cards, stack the stats in your favor. This huge enemy named Golan lived here and menaced this town. He built that large house. I regret to say that no person or weapon could defeat him. Can you think of any weapons that you can defeat him with? No. Did I talk to this little girl here? The town of giants. It is. Giant town. Now, why would I spend time in an inn when I could just sleep in a bed? Like, if I could just do this, why pay for the inn? I'm not superbly proficient of what you're consminticating. You went to the internet for those words. Nobody ever uses the word consminticating. I've never even heard that before. Good vocabulary is basically just knowing more words for different things. There he goes. Not exactly. Yeah, for sure. And the light keeps changing. Hang on. What's the line about swears? Something like swears are just the sign of an unintelligent mind. Oh no, that's not it. See, now I'm this is a great quote if I can remember what it is. Something like swears are the sign of an unintelligent mind unable to express itself. Something like that. And a dictionary isn't a... Oh, did you have a dictionary at hand? There you go. Using the dictionary. Next, you'll try telling me a thesaurus isn't a type of dinosaur. Nicely done. Do you want to know the answer to that question? I would. I would like to know. Currency is made up to... Baron, how's it going? I would sell it for Baron bucks. And why is that not a Bitcoin? Baron bucks. Is unethical. It is. It's disethical. It's unethical. It's unethical. Anti-ethical. Look at this. Okay, like if I... Hang on. Okay, so I already have full health. And I pay 4 gold. Now let's see what happens. In the dictionary right next to gullible. Oh, well done. The free beds don't restore your MP. So let's see. That actually does. That's pretty strange. So he's got a bed that does restore MP hidden somewhere. In 1828, Webster is nice. We go back to English, please. Oh, Hawaiian. We should learn a Hawaiian word today. Let me try and think of one. What we do last time, I think we did pua'a for pig. Oh, we could do, you guys want to learn the Hawaiian word for owl. It's a species of Hawaiian owl. And it is pueo. Put it here in chat. Pueo. Whoa, something happened. I did not. I have no idea what's going on. Make sure I get the spelling correct. There you go. There's almost no reason to ever use this word because you'll probably never, like, actually... Probably never actually see this. But I think this doubles as the as the Hawaiian word for owl, and it is a species of Hawaiian owl. Pueo, P-U-E-O. So now you know how to say. Now, the next time you see an owl, you can point to it and say, "Look at that pueo," and people know exactly what you're talking about. I hear some genius kid in Decatas invented some device that makes huge things small. With that device, you could defeat Golan easily. Oh, you want to know what Decatas is? Don't you know? It happens to be the biggest town in the world. Go north to find it. However, they don't allow strangers. Let's see. If you use a nice summer home, oh, you should come down here. Swearing is just as valid of language as any other word. The problem are people who swear constantly, diluting the literary shock value of the words. Right, exactly. Like that's like saying salt and pepper are just as valid foods as any other food. But it's like you're not going to eat a whole dinner of just pepper and salt. You're going to use it sparingly to season the dish. I always said it was clean blankets. Oh yeah, I guess that could be it. Owls are scarlets. There it is, right there. See, I knew it's single play. The mind struggling to express itself. Something like that. Can't remember the quote. It's that fool Morgan at it again. He is the town fool who's always digging holes in the ground. You've got to meet him. It's not easy though, since he hides underground. Okay. I don't know. Thought there might be something up there. Okay, so we know we're gonna have to defeat the giant Golan using the shrink ray that they have in Decatas. But how and why? And this really is a giant house. I like that they didn't just take the regular house sprite, but make it like make the size of that house larger, but they made the individual parts of the house themselves enormous. Like, look at this enormous chair, enormous. Like, this is cool. This is like the giant island on Mario Bros. 3, which I always found delightful as a kid. No, could you imagine if you said constamisticating or whatever, consmiticating, something like that. Salt. Everybody would have been like, what? Hey, cool, we got to restore. That's worth it right there. Swearing is the seasoning of language. It is. Yeah, it is. I'll put a swear in my first book. I want to say at the exact opportune time. Like, you got to be careful with that, right? You're not gonna Stephen King all over the place. He can get away with that because he's Stephen King, but you got to be sparing. Oh, here we go. Is anybody there? Or you have to get out of here fast. Uh-oh. Whoa. What? You're nothing. I'll crush you. Oh, boss fight. That was a big dude. I don't know if he's like big enough to build a whole giant house. But oh yeah, SpongeBob reference. I can't do a dolphin impression. I've tried so many times. Dolphins just sound weird. I don't know how they do it. Okay, time to beat Golan, I guess. We don't need the shrink ray. We do. Alright, prepare to get wiped. Sweet. So, note to self. Do not go down there. Thunderation. Thunderation. I don't know that I've ever heard a human being vocally say thunderation. Dolphins are the monies if the sea. Oh, monkeys. Oh, there we go. Yes. They're like oceanic chimps. There goes my stomach again. I'm starved. Golan has eaten all the crops. Darn Golan! Shakes fist. Thunderation. Look, this is Golan's farm where Baz is forced to work. Oh, and then we get the farmer, huh? Okay, so we need to figure out how to get into Decatas. We're gonna make frutadas. And let's see, I'm pretty sure we've got, yep, cut our monies right in half. So we gotta watch out for that. We don't want monies cut in half. These dragons are pretty beefy too. Yeah, they are beefy. So 2 dragons, that was a bad combo. There we go. Chickens are the tuna of the land. Nicely done. That's pretty good. I'm gonna use that. That was very dad jokey. Alright. We need to do some of this. See what we got there. That's just a point of the island. Same thing there. Let's explore up here in the northwest. See what we can see. This is a tough battle. I don't think so. I don't know about fighting 2 dragons. Not until we get a few more level ups. Now, I did not see an armory actually back at that other spot. At that town northwest. Kind of comes to your read, lad. Red is the Malay of the Twitch. That's almost accurate. That's like calling Mulan Japanese, though. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Big Worm and Val Eagle. Val Eagle. Very close to Vel Eagle. Oh, we're still going with Dollar General Jack Black. What did somebody say? It was like I could be Jack Black just streaming on the side. He's already got like a super successful channel. Oh my goodness. Big Worm hits pretty. That's a hard-hitting animal. Tina really needs to learn heal too. That would save a lot here. Oh, shoot. Dude, my cat just scared me. Gandalf, he's snoring in the corner over here. And I heard the snore and I was like, there's something alive in here with me. And fortunately it was him though. Whew. Let's try Coma on one of these. Alright, put that one to sleep. Very Super Nintendo-y sounding. It's because it's on the Super Nintendo. Temu Jack Black? Is that like one of those drop shipping? I'm really more of an AliExpress. AliExpress? Jack Black? Thank you very much. Oh. Got one of those one-step battles. Okay, we know that Coma works on the birds, so we're going to do that there. Nothing happened. Well. And this will be most of the stream. It's really just doing the grind. I think a couple people had mentioned that Secret of the Stars is a bit on the grindy side. I don't mind a grind, As long as I'm multitasking. In this case, I'm, you know, talking, so there's that. Bram. I think a cool mechanic in RPGs is when some of the monster types don't get along and have a chance to attack each other during combat with a player. Nice. What are some good examples of that? I have played a couple Final Fantasies where that happens. But I'm struggling to think of one. Monster on monster aggro. Oh yeah. Oh, that happens in Chrono Trigger. AKA the best Final Fantasy. People think I'm trolling when I say that. You know, I find out that a lot of people either, like, they can't fathom that somebody would seriously believe something that they disagree with. So they think you're either trolling, baiting, or joking. Like, I can't envision that other minds exist, and I'm a solipsist, so this must be a joke or bait. And it is neither of those things. Etrian Odyssey. I believe it's pronounced Etrian Odyssey. Did I pronounce that correctly, Play? Struggle to think of examples too, but I think it's a cool mechanic that could be expanded. Yeah. If there were, because it's almost like a benefit, right? If the monster eats another monster. This game had a weird mechanic that only happened twice, where one of the cat monsters fused with the pumpkin monster, and then you get to fight like a hybrid monster. I say, yeah, mark your bingo cards. Oh, we should have bingo cards. That would be cool. So there's got to be a Tolkien reference every day, guarantee, and this is that. You got to have a Chrono Trigger mention every day. We've got to do singing. That's one of the things. What else? There's a lot. Oh yeah, dunking on a Nindo or a Koei game. That's all got to be on there. Thought I was a bot when I call it Ninja. I did think you were a bot. I did think you were way more aggressive on that YouTube comment than you ever were in here. Like, I never would have guessed that was you, Ravaging Justice. I totally thought that was a bot. I really did. A debate over name pronunciation. Oh, like when you wanted me to repronounce Atelier, right? One of those things. Like, you were like, say that name again, and I was like, there's a whole fight coming in there. I don't think so. JT2917, welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Let's try freezing this fool. See how that goes. Oh, that's pretty nice. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll say that was pretty good. Let's see. I was just playing. I hope you all are writing this down because somebody needs to build a bingo card. Oh, double level ups plus Cure level 2. Sweet. It's playing a game where two enemy factions fighting, and when you join the battle, they would just fight each other until you hit one of them. Oh, that seems easily abusable. What game was that? The free square? The free square is marked free, not CT. It's a pretty cool sprite. Let's see if we can sneak in here. Friggin' yet, or if at all. Oh no! Are these called bandits? They don't even remotely look like bandits. They are bandits. Imagine if you ran into bandits dressed like this. You'd be like, what the? These are not bandits. These are crazy people. There you go. That's what I like to see. What game it was? I think it's Fantasian. Okay, cool. Neat. I still need to play that. I'm grateful that they took it off of just the Apple Arcade and put it on something that you can actually access. I guess we're gonna spam. We're gonna spam freeze because it is just that good. And the ins barely cost anything. They're all free squares? All of them? So if you show up to stream, you get a bingo. If you show up. Hey, let me in. Beyond here lies the town of Takatas. It's the biggest city in the world. Strangers not allowed. Well, okay. Oh, Titus? That one's on your bingo card, though. I almost never reference Titus. That's a Cinco play right there. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Can't be too careful with all these weirdos around. Yo, Dragon takes some serious damage from Freeze too. That is very nice. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hoof it back to the old mill and talk to the architect there. This MP actually, it does last. It lasts pretty long. Now, there were hidden caves, so we got to be careful about that because there could be a cave entrance that I just am not seeing. There you go. Kiskuse won the battle. Dungeon Keeper. I've never played that one, Big Joe. Would you recognize it? Recommend it. Recommend Dungeon Keeper. That's the one with the big, ugly red face on the front of it, right? I think so. I think I remember somebody reviewing that on our site at one point. Ooh, watch the health. Watch the health. I really wish that this game had a use-based spell system. I think that would have been really cool. Not for leveling stats or anything, just the spells. Oh, big worm. Cannot handle the ice. Okay, you know what we can do? We could just fly. We'll go to Old Hill. Yeah, it would be cool. It would be interesting. Not stats or anything. I don't want to see stat gains via usage or anything like that. But definitely would like to see the spells get stronger. Okay, now let me see if I can find that farmer. Let me heal up in here first. Oh yeah, let me try fighting that fire enemy. There was like a shrine with a fire bro in there. I'm gonna go there and check that out. But I am not seeing the architect, not the farmer. Bun was his name? I don't know if he's here. I don't think he is. Yep. That's not him. That's one of the kids. Oh well. Okay, then we are going to... well, we can do this and then we'll walk up north. Right. Almost made it. Stone Rat and Pigman. Take that, Stone Rat. And you take that, Pigman. Okay, there's a boss here. Folk told me to come back later to fight this. So we'll see how tough this thing is now. I am a spirit of the flame, a soldier born under the star of Actos. Welcome. If you wish to gain new power, fight me. Are you ready to do so? Now, come on. Okay, let's do it. Hey, neat. That's pretty cool looking. Pigman. Oh, you watch what you say around Pigboy. Oh, you gotta do this solo. Oh. So, well, I did not realize it was gonna be a solo fight. Okay, so repel is just monsters not attacking much, so that's not gonna help us here. We pretty much got coma, heal, and fire. Fire is not going to help us much either, I'm guessing. New Age Retro Mage, how's it going? This is the secret of the stars right here. We'll probably get wrecked, but that's okay. That's alright. That's how one learns, right? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, 86 points on that. And they just kick you straight out. They're like, no, you leave. I did save up at... I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. It feels like I should have had more gold. So that was definitely pretty rough. Oh, come on, start button. Don't do this to me, not in front of my friends. I'm gonna have to pop this controller out again. It is not... There we go. Let's see. Did it have my gold? No, it actually did not have my gold for that. So that's good. That's cool. What to do next? So I know that we need to get some kind of shrink ray or something from Decatas, but I don't know how to get in there. We are going to go back to the town of Giant and see if we can't figure out what to do there. It's true. I mean, honestly, there aren't enough mages. There ought to be more mages in the world. Invented some device that makes huge things small. With that device, we could defeat Golan easily. Want to know where Decatus is? We did talk to this guy. He gave me this information already. They don't allow strangers. So that's what I don't understand we need to do. It's a nice alliterative sound, it is. Please let Golden to be defeated. Yo, what's up, Jolly Jared? How are you? We are still playing Secret of the Stars, trying to figure out where to go next. I know we're just gonna get killed if we go in there, but I cannot figure out how to get into the nearby town. There's nobody else to talk to here. There's a guy in bed that's just the save point. So we don't need to worry about that. I might need to take a hint from chat if anybody knows or remembers. Or I'll look it up. Decided to do a fisticuffs run for Dragon Quest VIII. Very nice. I'm still quasi playing through Dragon Quest VII. I need to put in like an hour on that every day, and I'll beat it next year. I could totally see it happening. There we go. What's the question? Oh, Big Joe. So what... how do I proceed here? So I know that I have to defeat Golem the Giant. They have a shrinking device in the town of Decatus. But I'm really not sure how to get in there since they're not friendly to strangers. Right here. See, I was kind of hoping maybe if you keep talking to him, then he's like, oh, you know, you're not a stranger now. We've spoken before. But no. I mean, that almost looks like a side entrance there. So maybe you got to come around. Nope. Yeah, I'm the only person I know that's deciding to play the PS1. But if more people are doing that for Dragon Quest VII, that sounds cool. I'm just doing it to save money. That's all. No, still pops in right here. I have to talk to somebody. Okay. So I don't know who to talk to. There's only these two guards here. I thought I spoke with everybody in the town of Giant. But it looks like, yeah, you got to get in from the side. I'm just not sure how. We could check in other towns. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be a little superstitious here, and just stick with a one party. Let me see. Let's check Beegees. So this Zozo, how's it going? The guy you need to talk to in Giant is hidden. Oh, really? Yeah, they're very stringent about that, not allowed here. I have to talk to somebody and they help you get in the side. Okay. Prefer the PS1 version from what I've played of the new one. Oh, for sure. Did you check out the demo? I heard that the demo is very streamlined, and so a lot of people kind of miss stuff from the original. My least favorite thing whenever you talk about remakes is people go, well, I mean, the original is right there. And it's like, yeah, it is, but you could still critique the remake or the remaster, whatever they're calling it, the reimagining. It's inscrutable. It's unable to be scruted. It's true. Scrut, you scrut. Let's see. You know what? Graphics. I think the Dragon Quest VII on PS1 is pretty ugly. Actually, I was surprised because I saw it was like that kind of 2.5D with like 2D sprites on a 3D field, but they do like this camera scaling perspective thing on the sprites and makes them look really blurry and smudgy. I would have preferred if it was, say, more like Breath of Fire 3, where the sprites are just a static size and they didn't try and scale them. Let's see. Did you fight the football player? Yeah, we're past that. We did fight the football player, the bandit, or it wasn't a bandit. I forget what it was called. Bingo. That's what it was. Oh, really? Yeah, it's kind of an ugly game. That's a bit of a disappointment. That doesn't bother me, so I plan to play and enjoy it. Okay. I mean, this is going to be a ways away. I don't think there's anybody here. Let me try the town of Giant. We're going to look for anybody that's hidden there. We'll follow that lead from my friend Zozo. Oh, I can imagine. Especially once you know, you get some of the magazines back then where they're like, everything should be 100% 3D all the time only. Like, all right. You don't even like how Symphony of the Night looks? And they're like, no more pixels. Ew. Oh, come on. Pixels are beautiful. They're beautiful and you love them. Battle graphics for the PS1 version are good? I would not know. I still have not reached a battle yet in Dragon Quest VII. Been a while. Yeah, and it takes calling it ugly from a perspective of the PS1, right? Because like that's definitely not, oh, it's ugly by modern standards. It's just a weird thing to say. But no, ugly from a PS1 standard. Oh, Xenogears, yeah, good example, for sure. Good example. Okay, we're gonna look for a hidden person here. I guess we'll try that. There's a one here. I wish the text scrolled faster. There's been a fight with first slime. Oh, okay, I will. Yes. Yeah, I look forward to fighting my first slime in Dragon Quest VII for sure. I have been going pretty slow. There's a lot of items just like lying around all over the ground. That means you gotta play that thing pretty slow. Cause I gotta get everything. I just gotta. All right, there's like a hole in the ground over there. Let's see if I can go out there and get to that hole. I'm ashamed it was a bit of a no sprites 3D now. Oh yeah, I mean we're all, you know, it's easy to get swept up into. I'm gonna use the word zeitgeist again, like I think Temper said it earlier. Does football? Yes, it sure does. I don't remember talking to this person. As the best farmer in the village was captured, being forced to work. Oh no, I did talk to them. I'm at a loss. I don't know who to talk to. Anybody remember? We got to talk to somebody. But I don't know who. Oh yeah, didn't they make a slime controller for Switch? It's like almost perfectly round. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We gotta get to this hole back here. Ah ha ha. Oh ho ho. Ew. There we go. Hello, hello. Huh? What do you want? I'm Morgan, a tunnel digging expert. If you pay me, I'll be happy to dig you a hole anywhere. What? You want to see Baz? Impossible. Going to see him will only get you eliminated by Giant Golem. If you must see him, you better see Dynamite in Decatus. He should help you. Dynamite is unfriendly, but you have no choice. Okay, but why do you stay? Go to Decatus quick and see Dynamite. Aha, you can't enter Decatus town, can you? Yes. Yes, you can enter it? Okay, so you need me? Okay, give me 100 gold and I'll let you in. Yes. Follow me. We will go to dig the hole. There we go. We did it. Join the Nintendo fan club today. I'm done. What do you think? If you need anything else, come back. If you have the money, I'll help. See ya. We should just have him dig holes all over the place. Okay, I want to see the PS2 slime controller. That's the way anything cool is like the gaming community will just make it super expensive. Like, oh, you missed this the first time around? Guess you'd be happy to pay 4,000 times the price on eBay's. Oh, it almost looks identical to the one that they made for Switch. Okay, so what is this going for now? Oh yeah, 200 bucks, $350. Sweet. Here's one for $84. That's not too bad. I hate the idea of paying anything over like 40, 50 bucks for a controller, but you know, it's a little slime guy. It's a little slimy. Yeah, this one says PS4 on it. A little slime controller. I like that. And maybe I'll put that on my wish list of wishes. Oh, somebody in our Discord just booked a trip to go and see The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition in theaters. 3 hours and 28 minutes of pure goodness, my friends. That sounds rad as heck. $2.50? $2.50? I'll take it. I don't use my PS2 too much. I'd love to get the PS4/Switch one. The extended DTS version on DVD? DTS version. The town of Decatus is divided into 4 sections. This is the most popular area. It is full of tall tales and lies. Poor people live in the northern area. Best to stay away from there. The snooty rich people live next to them, but we can't go there. East Block is... I don't know either. Oh, that's odd. The Genius Kid Dynamite should be on the 2nd floor of the laboratory. Alright, so there's a lot going on here. I think I will talk to everybody on the outside. Let's take it area by area then. It's full of lies and lies. 250 Canadian dollars. You know what? This actually might be a deal I could go for. It's still 180 for me. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a lot for a controller. That's enough to where it's like you don't want to use it, you know, because like using it will kind of wreck it over time, and it's a lot of money.
My name is Devlin. Since I hear rumors, ask me anything about this town. The latest is, the circus is coming from the town of Barnsley. You gotta have some entertainment in such a heartless town like this one, am I right?
The most important things in this town are money and power.
Sounds like a great place to live. This is the secret laboratory. What could they be making there? What could they? See the packaging for Lord of the Rings 10th edition for DVD. You'll ask why they don't do that anymore. So I have that. I've got the extended edition on DVD. It's what I watched for years and years and years. Was that version? Look at this lady's leg. Yep. $50 new. Landmine 36. How's it going? Hugely underrated JRPG here. Nice. You actually may be the first super fan of Secret of the Stars that I have the pleasure of meeting. You're better off not to shop in this town. Everything is expensive. But since there are some goods that we cannot get elsewhere, what can we do? This is Ducatus, Adults Town. Oh, Adults Town? Well. Alright, let's see what they got. I mean, these are normal prices right here. As opposed to Child's Town. And that's Old Mill, right? We only have, like, children living there. So far, prices were pretty normal. Like, this is not out of control pricing. A connoisseur... Oh, wait. What is that? A connoisseur Harry. I will evaluate your items free of charge. So he just tells you what they do, right? Yeah, remedy for stop condition. Okay. For free, even. Adults Town. This is where all the snobs go. Alright, let's see. Weapon shop. There's a long sword. For 700. I mean, we got some cash. Let me see what everybody's got equipped. He's got a mid sword, steel cane. Okay, we might go for that. Is that a long, complex word spelled right in this game? Which word was it? Oh, connoisseur. I think they did spell it right. That's weird, huh? Didn't even dawn on me. Wasn't Child's Town the name of a popular chain of toy stores in the States? I never heard of that. That could be a mainland thing. Okay, Holy Cane. Holy Cane, Batman. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Holy Cane. Why not? That's a decent upgrade to stats. So, Landmine, what are some things that you really like about this game? Like what makes you say that this game is underrated? I would be very glad to hear some interesting positive thoughts about this game. Most people tend to bag on this game. That was only a 2-point increase. Oh well. We'll go ahead and sell these off. Steel cane and our mid sword. We got 100 gold back. That's not too bad. Certainly not overrated. Well, yeah. A magnificent pile of garbage. I mean, it's not terrible. That's the one thing that keeps striking me is like it's not that bad. It's just kind of mid. Somewhat generic. It has some cool ideas. It is functional, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what a coincidence. It's me, Uncle Save. This big town must make for a good story. I will tell you about my adventure Uncle Save. Yeah, like somewhere in the bottom half of the Super Nintendo RPG canon. Who are you? What do you kids want? Go. Comma now. So they do have commas in this, just only when they want to. Par for the course? Not on this system. I would say this is below par for the course. Because this is a super friggin' Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they had a lot of stuff in here. Does do something really cool. The bunny suit later on. All right. Good dash luck. Thank you. All caps is particular output and probably wouldn't even notice back in the day. Nah, I don't think I would have noticed back in the day either. I don't think I would have. Let's see what I got in here. How much is the inn? Oh, 8 coins? Yeah, sure. We'll sleep it by in here. Boom, boom. Magic combination system, while not heavily deep, it is an interesting concept. Didn't oversimplify down the kind of combos, just selecting them from a menu. So I haven't really gotten to that yet. I do know about magic combinations in this, but I haven't gotten there just yet.
I want to travel with my dog, Charlie, even though I'm getting old. You think this is strange?
Bow wow. Like, bow wow, y'all. The all caps didn't even bother. Balancing progression remains fine. You'll never hit a point where you have to grind necessarily. You need to start comboing magic eventually, as a system that's never explained sometimes requires specific items to be equipped. Okay. So when the time comes, I may need some input on the magic combos. It's nice for a woman to travel, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Get out more, you know? I did do some grinding this morning, and I did have to grind specifically to get my second party's levels up, because I had not really used them much. But that was the only really major thing to grind for so far.
What a terrible town this is. You need money to do something or go somewhere. I like the country also. Really? Oh, you country folks.
Was that him talking like back and forth with us? Or was that just his dialogue? What do they got in here? Stuff. Blue Dragon. I've played a little bit of Blue Dragon, but not much. I think Blue Dragon is cool. Oh, chainmail. There it is. Haha. That's my favorite mistranslation. Maybe of all time. I think chainmail is really funny. He could be a madman rambling to himself. Yeah, I was remarking on that earlier. I do like town building quests and mini games and that sort of thing. This is no place for kids. Leave now. I'm full Ben. Do you mind? You're full Ben. This is no place for kids. Leave now. Okay. On my way. I'm on my way out. How about the hospital? Let's go to the hospital. To hospital. Clinic. Yeah. Today, I can't put on my makeup the way I want to. Sigh. Huh. Best character. Let's see. You ever walk into a hospital like, what can I take from these cupboards? That's exactly how I walk into a hospital. Whoa, this person over here is not doing so well. Whew, studying math gave me a rash. My mom and dad interfere in my life too much. Studying for math gave me a rash? Ouch, I'm hurt from battle. Eh? Ah, I'm sorry that I had to be hospitalized in a strange town like this without insurance. I must stay here, though, since I don't know if I can afford the bill. This is a big hospital here in Decatus. Sigh, I fell down some stairs at home. At my age, falling down can hurt. A dentist office where people go if they get rashes from doing math. This RPG world has insurance, yeah. Oh, what did I do? Walk straight into the stairs. What a nice kid. Oh no, he invents everything. What? Oh, that kid. I mean, Professor is upstairs. Weird dialogue, y'all. This used to be Dr. Ash's. He was great, but then he went on a trip all of a sudden. That kid can't replace him. This is the rocket Dr. Ash left. It needs special fuel. I wish I could fly with it to that mysterious island. You ask what kind of fuel? Well, it comes from a monster. What? You're such a bother. You're asking me which monster the fuel comes from? It's the one who lives in that mysterious cove. That's still being very cryptic. Lots of good ideas poorly implemented. It happens. This is the lab of Dr. Dynamite. I am programmed to speak perfectly. Oh, perfect. Huh? Huh? Eh? Thank you so very much. Oh, can't talk to that one. I love that guy's glasses. Huh? What do you want? Just wait, please. Okay, completed. Whoa, my friend. Darn. I hate that dumb robot. Now what's wrong? Huh? Who are you? I'm Dynamite. You want to destroy the Golem? What are you talking about? Start at the beginning. I wonder if it was Golem in the original. I see. You're building the town. That's great. Okay, I decided to lend you the latest weapons. If you let me be with you, how's that? Oh, that is definitely a way to join somebody's party. Let me be with you. Here it is. Now use this when you fight Golem. Got Graviton. Let's see. This was also Tecmo's first ever RPG. When compared to like FF6 or CT, which by that point they had like a dozen JRPGs assisted with others. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier at the start of the stream, Landmine, that like this coming out in the States in 1995 is pretty rough because you're comparing it to Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, for sure. The SNES already had its heavy hitters by 95. Super Famicom, 1993. But even that's still pretty surprising too, because there's times when this looks a lot more like a late NES game or a 1991 RPG like Final Fantasy IV. Let's see. Is he flirting? Let me be with you. We need an adult. And this is an adult town. So we've been warned, but we got the Graviton. We're about to be warmed. I'd like you to build a big laboratory for me instead. Oh, the good life. But I want to ask you one thing. Can you take me there since I've never left alone? Sure. I see. Please remember, I'm not afraid at all. Well, let's go. Oh, there was a missed opportunity to do the nerd voice. Darn it. Hey, Ravaging Justice. I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Here we go, nerd voice.
So, this is your town, huh? All I want is to study hard by myself. Many kids are here, but don't let any near my house. They are so noisy. See ya.
Professor Dynamite joined you. See ya. And then it says he joined you. So he didn't join the party. The architect Bun is now building us a house. I think we need more nerd voice, so let's go see. Hey, nice carpet.
The room is quite bare. I wonder if they're going to give us some furniture. Anyway, it will be fine as long as I can be alone. and continue my experiment successfully.
That's hard to say with the lisp. Successfully. I think it started on NES. The way a lot of things are done in Sprites on have 2 friends. Oh, did this start on the NES? I was actually very curious about that. How long it had been in production or in development for. You know, it came out in '93, but maybe they started the project on the NES and then they were like, we'll move it to Super Nintendo. Hi, what do you think of this house? I was thinking it would be yours. I'm going to make a lot of furniture. Look forward to seeing some. I will. Been a while since we saved. We do have the graviton thing now, so we're gonna go ahead and yeah, that would be a good guess. And the thought hadn't crossed my mind. I did ask how long it had been in development for, but it hadn't crossed my mind that this could have started as an NES project. Let's see. Let's do flyby. Head down to giant. No, it does look pretty close to FF4 Mystic Quest. It has that same kind of look to it. Okay, is graviton an item that I need to use here? It is. Okay. So we'll just go for it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for it. Square did have a lot of pizzazz. Yeah, they had some flair in their stuff. They'd been at the RPG game for a little while. You have to get out of here. Fast. Oh yeah, here comes Golan. Here comes Golan.
What? You're nothing. I'll crush you.
Oh, you gotta watch out for trolls. Or ogres? I don't know. What did they say was a giant? How come giants dress like that all the time? That is not the bottom wear to wear if you're a giant. Okay, item. We got to use graviton. And I guess we could use freeze too? Sure. Oh my gosh! Make him teeny tiny. Oh yeah, his little baby. That's cool. Okay, let's use my restore here. Thought I had one. Yes. Well, could we use it again? He could be the size of an ant. A Golan Jr. I like that. Big and tall store. There should be, because there's health insurance, right? So, you know, there's got to be. Okay. I guess we'll just pick on Golan Jr. now. He still hits pretty hard, though. He still does. I am very curious to see what happens if you use this again. So I'm going to do it. Probably nothing. But we'll see. No, nothing. That's a bit of a disappointment. Because it would have been cool if it did something. Brant. Oh no. He got her. He got her. So I don't think I have another restore. I think that was my only one. So we are just going to have to solo. I have to solo fight this. Beating up baby. It's not a baby. Nobody said anything about baby. Chainmails. Yeah, that was bullying. It is still pretty tough. I should have healed, but I didn't. Okay, now let's use me some healings. That's got to be so irritating for a boss, right? Like, you could just heal yourself up at any moment to max health. I know I'm always irritated when a boss does that. So I assume the boss is irritated when I do it to them. Wonder how much health this thing has. I don't think we're doing that much damage. Doing like 5 HP? Is that really it? That was 9 HP. Okay. So yeah, we're not really doing a whole lot. Oh, dead. Whap, whap, wah. Okay, I actually got to get going, folks. I thought I could do that. But next time we'll be a little more careful. I will be back on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central. It'll be a good time. I hope you're there. I'll be there. And we'll play more of this this darling game. It's so incredibly darling that that one has a nice time with it. Actually, it's not a bad time. It's a good time. You really like these streams? That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. At least the Graviton did 65,000. Got to finish him off, and it took off some of the edge on his attacks too. That's nice. I wonder if any RPG ever tried to reverse the formula, where the player has a ton of HP and the enemy has only a little but constantly heals. It's vexing. It's vexing. I also don't like enemies that have a really high defense, but barely any life. You usually gotta hit them with something specific. Won't be able to be here tomorrow or Friday. It's a shame, but you'll be here in spirit, and we like that. Anyway, find these streams to be adequate. 4 out of 10. What is it? Somebody, I think we were talking about KOTOR, and somebody was like, it's a masterpiece. 3 out of 10. We got as well. I will, but at least you didn't nag me about hardware emulation today.
Hardware emulation, guys. It's so good. You ever try emulating hardware? Oh my gosh. It's objectively fantastic.
That's where that voice comes from. All right, anyways, my friends, I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central. We'll be playing more Secret of the Stars. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.